Stoicism is a philosophy that approaches life and death in a unique and profound way. In this video, we will explore how Stoic principles can help us face death and live a full and meaningful life. Memento mori is a Latin dictum that literally means remember that you will die. The use of this phrase was used to remind a triumphant soldier in a war event not to be arrogant, since the mortal condition is insurmountable. The expression points to the transience of life, and another of its uses was connected with the simple imperative: we must remember our mortality as human beings. This imperative transcends eras, but can we know what death is? Why is it essential to remember death? The Stoics believe that death should be remembered for two reasons: our power and control of things is fleeting and illusory, in addition to the fact that looking at death can make us value life. Death is not a simple topic since it is totally distressing. This distress is normally a psychological terror of not knowing what we will find when we are dead. But will we find something in death? We think about death from life. That is why we believe that we will experience something. The truth is that we do not know. We do not know if we will have experience of something once we die. We do not know if we will have the same way of experiencing it. For Epicurus, death could not be experienced. Stating that death could be understood constitutes absurdity or nonsense, because when death comes we are no longer there. With the above, the Greek philosopher intended to eliminate all fear and superstition regarding death, namely, when we are dead we no longer have any awareness of what we call death. In this sense, we cannot know what death itself is, much less what it has in store for us beyond our own death, since we are prevented from knowing it. Apparently, these conceptions of death are more distressing than death itself, since death can only be understood as the negative pole of life, as a limit that brings us closer. Death, as the last moment of life, has a specific meaning for us. We can glimpse the significance of our death, understand the situation in which we will leave our loved ones. We can even wish how to die and approach death by choosing what they should do with our ashes or our body. In this significant space, death can be conceived as a joyful event, because if we value our life, we necessarily have to value our death. First, the acceptance of mortality is a central theme in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed in the importance of accepting death as a natural and inevitable part of life. Instead of fearing death, we were taught to accept it as a natural part of the cycle of life. They believed that death is a natural part of the cycle of life. Just as we are born, we also die. Death is part of nature, and there is nothing we can do to avoid it. Acceptance of death is essential to living a full and meaningful life. By accepting death as a natural part of life, we can live without fear and appreciate every moment of our lives. Death reminds us of the importance of living well and making the most of every moment of our lives. By facing death, we can appreciate life more and live it more fully and meaningfully. Second, living in the present is a fundamental concept in Stoicism. The Stoics believe that the present is all we really have and that we should live in the present moment, without worrying about the future or regretting the past. By doing so, we can live a fuller and more meaningful life. The Stoics believe that the present is the only thing we really have. The past has already passed and the future has not yet arrived. Therefore, we must live in the present moment and appreciate every moment of our life. The uselessness of worrying about the future, this only causes us anxiety and stress. Instead of worrying about what might happen in the future, we should focus on the present and do the best we can in the present moment. The Stoics believe that regretting the past is useless and only causes us pain and suffering. Instead of lamenting what has already happened, we should accept the past and learn from it so we can live a fuller and more meaningful life in the present. Third, the importance of purpose is a central theme in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that having a clear and meaningful purpose in life is essential to living a full and satisfying life, regardless of how long we have in this world. Purpose is a guide. Having a clear and meaningful purpose in life guides us and gives us direction. By having a purpose, we know what we want to achieve in life and we can work towards it more effectively. The Stoics believe that having a clear and meaningful purpose in life motivates us to move forward and overcome the challenges that come our way. By having a purpose, we have a reason to get up every day and face the challenges that come our way. Having a clear and meaningful purpose in life gives us a sense of goals and dreams. By having purpose, we feel that our life has a purpose and that we are contributing meaningfully to the world. Fourth, death as a reminder of life is a fundamental concept in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believe that instead of fearing death, we should see it as a reminder of life. By facing death, we can appreciate life more and live it more fully and meaningfully. Death reminds us of the importance of living well and making the most of every moment of our lives. By facing death, we can appreciate life more and live it more fully and meaningfully. The Stoics believe that death reminds us of the importance of relationships in our lives. By facing death, we can appreciate our relationships more and live them more fully and meaningfully. Lastly, death as a motivation to live well is a fundamental concept in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believe that death motivates us to live well and make the most of every moment of our lives. By facing death, we can find the motivation to live a fuller and more meaningful life. Death as a reminder of the importance of relationships. The Stoics believe that death reminds us of the importance of relationships in our lives. By facing death, we can appreciate our relationships more and live them more fully and meaningfully. Death as a reminder of the importance of values. The Stoics believe that death reminds us of the importance of values in our lives. By facing death, we can appreciate our values more and live by them more fully and meaningfully. Stoicism teaches us to face death bravely and to live a full and meaningful life, regardless of how long we have in this world. By accepting death as a natural and inevitable part of life, we can live without fear and appreciate every moment of our lives. Death reminds us of the importance of living well and making the most of every moment of our lives. By facing death, we can find the motivation to live a fuller and more meaningful life. So remember, do not fear death, but embrace life and live every moment as if it were your last. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found it useful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on Stoicism and other topics related to philosophy and personal development. See you in the next video.